Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Evan Adams, and this is my beautiful wife, Alicia Adams. And I guess y'all were pointing to our blog to hear about our story and how we were led to Georgia and Azerbaijan. And so we're going to try to tell it fairly quickly, but give you all the juicy details on it. Basically, it just started out with us leaving our hearts open for the Lord to direct us wherever He wanted us to go. And really it started with us initially wanting to go to California and feeling led to go to California to pursue a biblical studies major at Eternity Bible College for me. And we just kept on pursuing the Lord and really trying to find out where exactly He wanted us, and if it had changed at all with our marriage, because we got married May 21st this year, 2011. And we are seeking the Lord and where He would lead us up into the point even to where we got married. And the Lord started pointing our hearts and our minds to Youth with a Mission. It's YWAM is the acronym, YWAM. And so Alicia and I both had been hearing about it individually and together in different places. And so we just started to ask the Lord if this was a place that He wanted us to go. And just work with Youth with a Mission. And so we asked Him, we pursued Him, and we were kind of feeling the nudge to, but we really set aside a time during our honeymoon to really ask the Lord and really pursue Him in that time to figure out whether or not we were going to go do Youth with a Mission and work somewhere around the world, or go to California and pursue my major. And so we ended up going on our honeymoon, and during those 7 days that we were in the Bahamas, we prayed the Lord and we asked Him very specifically, Lord, do you want us to go and work with Youth with a Mission, or do you want us to go to California? And we just continually asked Him that. And it wasn't until our final day in the Bahamas that we really received a clear answer from the Lord, and that He was guiding us to go to Youth with a Mission, to work with that organization, that missions organization. And so we, while pursuing that and while having this idea of Youth with a Mission, we really didn't have an idea as to where we wanted to go in Youth with a Mission as far as the world. All we knew is that we really wanted just to follow the Lord wherever He would lead us. And so I'm going to let Alicia share the next part of that story and how exactly He led us to Georgia and Azerbaijan. And so go ahead, honey.
Okay, so when we got back from our honeymoon, we were praying, just asking the Lord where He wanted us to go, what country, because YWAM is all over the world, so we could pretty much go anywhere. But we had a few places we wanted to go, but we wanted to go where the Lord wants us to go. And so as we prayed for that one night, Evan was just saying, we were just praying simply, Lord, where do you want us to go? We'll go anywhere. And he asked me if I had ever heard of the word caucus or Caucasus, if I knew where that was. I said, no, never heard of it. And so the next day we went to Barnes & Noble to use the internet there and do some research of where we should go. And I said, well, let's Google Caucasus and see where that is. And we did, and it popped right up. The Caucasus Mountains, located between Georgia, Russia, Turkey, Armenia, Azerbaijan. I think that's Iran. Okay, so we looked at all those countries, and on the YWAM website, you can search by country. And the only one we found a base was in the capital city of Georgia, Tbilisi, and it said outreach to the Caucasus Mountains, to Muslim people and children. And so we thought, this looks great. We both really liked what we saw there, and so we decided that we would email the directors to find out more information. And so previously Evan had checked his email right before that, and had a email from Facebook that he had a friend request from some girl we'd never heard of, neither of us, So he deleted that message, and while he was emailing the directors for Georgia, I went to check my email on my iPod or my Facebook, and I had a friend request from the same girl, and never heard of her, no mutual friends, and I clicked on it to see who she was, and I freaked out and went and showed Evan, and she was from Tbilisi, Georgia. Never heard of the place.
And when she handed it to me, I was, like Alicia said, I was in the middle of writing this email, and so when I looked at it, I just kind of did a double take. I was like, you know, she's from Tbilisi, Georgia, which neither of us obviously had ever heard of, nor had we ever, you know, thought about going to that region of the world, you know, right by Russia, right above Iran, just a high amount of turmoil in that area. We really hadn't even thought about going there and having the need to go there, and so this was completely new to us, which was amazing, because it not only with Facebook, her typing in, well, that's what we didn't also tell this, but when I friended the girl on Facebook, her name was Maria Marianisvili, I believe her name was, and she I asked her how she found us, and she said she went to the search box of Facebook and she typed in Evan, and I was the first one to show up. And she said she was just looking for friends. So, you know, not only is that just kind of
impossible.
I mean, it's really impossible because, you know, Facebook searches geographically, and it's, you know, her being in Tbilisi, you know, it just doesn't add up. It's an impossibility. But just for us to even, for the Lord just to even put that region and that area, which we really not even considered going to, for him to put that on our hearts and for him to guide us to go there, it's even just more confirmation for us and for others to see that the Lord's hand is in this and that he is actually guiding us there for a purpose. And we are extraordinarily excited. And Alicia, why don't you tell everyone what kind of stuff we're going to be doing there? Just a little
Okay.
something.
We'll be doing some training for missions, how to work with the people and their culture, and just learning more about the Lord. And while we're doing that, we'll also be doing ministries to the people there, just helping them with needs that they have in those cities, helping the children who can't receive an education, and just working with the churches that are there. And that's what we'll be doing in Azerbaijan, and when we go to Georgia, we'll be doing more direct outreach in the villages there. And just however the Lord leads at that time. There will be a team that we'll be working with there. And we are going to Azerbaijan through our acceptance to Georgia. We'll be doing our first half in Azerbaijan. So
is there anything else that
that's it.
should share?
You know, we are thankful for everyone who's even taken the time to watch this, and we just hope that you can see how the Lord has guided us in this process. It's truly all to Him. This is not something that we picked to do. We're just listening, and so if you feel led to support us in any way, you can do that through our blog. Feel free to email us, and we appreciate your prayers so much. So if you think of us, please keep us and those countries, Georgia and Azerbaijan, the people there, in your prayers.
Yes, please do. And, you know, this is, we're being guided to Georgia and Azerbaijan, but we really want to share this as encouragement to every one of you, believers or non-believers out there, just to know that the Lord is willing to take a willing heart and use it for His purpose. And like Alicia said, this wasn't our idea to go there, as you've just heard, but we are willing to follow the Lord. And so we hope that this is encouraging to you who maybe haven't found your purpose in life, or don't know where the Lord is leading you, or don't know how to hear from the Lord. Just know that with an open heart, that's what the Lord's able to use. He's able to take that open heart and move it to a place that's going to be to the best use for His glorification. And we don't know exactly how we're going to glorify the Lord in being in Azerbaijan and in being in Tbilisi, Georgia. But we know that with the Lord leading us there, that we're going to glorify His name the most. And so we love all of you, and we encourage you with this message, and we encourage also your prayer and support of us. As we do this, we can't do it without the body of Christ, and we are in full knowledge of that. And so thank you everyone for listening. I hope it wasn't too long and boring, and yeah, we just thank everyone.
Thank you.
See you later.